want you to put your hand up right here.
Okay.
I want you to stare at the wall.
Okay.
Try not to look at any equipment.
Got
Don't
it.
look at like any color. Just stare at like
Just
the
stare at
gray
the
wall.
wall.
Find a
Okay.
place on the wall just to stare, all right?
Okay.
All right, you're gonna resist me pushing down. I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3, and you're gonna resist. Don't let me push you down, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna put my hand right here behind the watch.
Got
3,
it.
2, 1, resist. Okay? Now, I want you to... All right, now I want you to stare at my finger. Look right at my finger.
Okay.
Same thing, 3, 2, 1, resist. Okay? Did you notice the difference there?
Yes. Why was that so much harder?
All right, tell you in a second. All right, now what I want you to do is still stare at the wall again. Oh, sorry, still stare at my finger, but I want you to breathe like you've been
Okay.
practicing.
Okay.
All right, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Think relaxing breath.
Okay.
Think 4 breath. Continue to relax and breathe, and we're gonna do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, resist. Breathe, breathe, breathe. All right, did you notice any difference between any of that?
Yeah.
What did you notice?
Yeah. That I had more control when I was breathing than when I was just focusing on the finger.
Yeah.
When I was focusing on the finger, it was like that was more important than the strength to hold my arm up.
Essentially what's going on there is I gave you a task, don't let me put your arm down. Which you can do pretty good when that's the only thing you have to focus on.
Right, right.
But when I introduce an outside stress, like putting my hand in your face, right, and then I give you a secondary task, you can't do that. Because even though like you're like going to resist, subconsciously, you're like, I gotta deal with this.
Well, yeah, and cognitively too. So
Yeah.
I'll go back to
Yeah.
my teacher brain research. Automated tasks can become the primary task when stress is around,
100%.
whatever it is. Driving your car is another example. If you're driving your car, that's automatic until it's raining and the kids are yelling and the radio's on loud. And then you're like, it has to be quiet to focus on a task you've done for years and years. So sometimes we forget, I think, to generalize that to our workouts.
Well, I use that as an example of like, hey, this is life. Imagine your workplace and you're like, hey, do your job, but then like you got terrible sleep, you didn't put the right fuel in your body, you didn't exercise, and then like you're stressed out on like your kids. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
How well are you going to perform this task when you're subconsciously or even constantly having to deal with all this other stuff? Like you can't do it very well.
Right.
So you better have some way of dealing with that stress. Right, and there's where breath comes in. Very simple, just task of like, hey, take a moment and breathe. Yeah. And as it turns out, you'll be able to do this task a little bit better.
And I've challenged folks to please stop, breathe once an hour. Once an hour, stop and take that cleansing deep breath. I use a lot of box breath. So that is just so important. Thanks for reinforcing that. Thanks, David. All right, y'all. Be well.